everybody, it is the Lawn Gnome, and I am here with another tag video to which I have actually been tagged in. I was tagged by my wonderful friends Jason and Tracey over at Tracey's Basement, and this is an awesome tag. It's also great considering the fact that they are looking to break out from their Funko Pop collecting videos and really tackle some of their other passions. And one of their passions happens to be music. And that is why I come to you today with the Music Defined tag. But before we get into those questions, can we just revel at this wonderful 1975 t-shirt? We have a couple of questions here, and it's of course on one of my favorite topics, which is music, and I'm always welcome to discussing music on my channel. So here come the questions. I've got them right here in front of me. Let's begin. The first question is, what is your preferred music genre? Well, I think if you have been watching my channel for the last couple of years and you've seen a lot of the music that I review, it is rock. And it comes in various forms, everything from heavy metal to prog rock to classic rock, and there's so many amazing bands that define rock and roll to me, and that's why I consider it to be my favorite, even though I have definitely jumped out of the box a little bit and discovered a couple of other music genres. I will always go back to rock and roll. The next question is, your most favorite or most memorable song? This one, I thought I had the song, but then I had to dig a little bit deeper. And I think the song that I consider the most memorable is A Horse With No Name by America. I just remember, as a very little kid, hearing that chorus of na-na-nas, and I was just blown away by the sound, by the song. I just could not get over how amazing this song was. It was just, even as a young kid, I found it hauntingly beautiful. And to this day, whenever that song comes on the radio, I just love it. I don't switch the channel. It really is one of the best songs to ever come out in music history. That's why I consider it to be such a memorable song, because it has resonated with me for so many years, even when I wasn't even considering myself a music appreciator. Question number 3 is, what are your top 5 albums? That was a much easier question, believe it or not. I really had to think about my entire music collection, and I think I came up with 5 good choices, and these are not greatest hits compilations, they're not soundtracks, these are strictly albums from bands specifically, but they are also albums that I can just listen to so many times in a row and listen to just about the entire album, maybe skip at least one song, but that's it. Just listen to the whole album straight through. So number 5, I'm going to give it to Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Number 4 is Blue by Third Eye Blind. Number 3 is Images and Words by Dream Theater. Number 2 is The Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. And number 1 is Dookie by Green Day. Number 4 is, what is your favorite band or artist? Well, it's the Beatles, because the Beatles was the very first band that, as a very young kid, I knew who they were. I knew a whole bunch of their songs. Even at age 5, I knew John, Paul, George, and Ringo by name, first and last. To me, it is a band that is truly special to me. It defines music. We wouldn't have music where it is today if it wasn't for these 4 geniuses of music. It was the lyrics, it was the impact that they made, it was the differences that they made throughout their entire career. They really are one of a kind, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there ever will be another band quite like the Beatles. Question number 5 is, what is the first album that you ever owned? Well, I always owned a lot of mixtapes, and I always listened to kiddie records and stuff, but the very first music album that I would consider like something that I am passionate about today would definitely be Green Day's Dookie. That was the first album that I ever purchased with my own money. It was a CD that I was so happy to own, and to this day, it is still one of my all-time favorite albums ever. And that pretty much is it, everybody. It was a very quick tag, and thank you, Jason and Tracey, for tagging me, but now it is time for me to tag a couple of people, and I really want to tag people who are very music-oriented. So I am going to tag Tim over at The Late Reviews. Tim, I'm really hoping that you get to watch this, and I'm hoping that you get to do this. It's been a long time since we talked, brother. Let's catch up. And I am tagging all of my fellow Friday Fivers, so that's about 10 to 12 of you, I think. So that's a lot of people that I'm tagging with just one little group, the Friday Five. And if you haven't checked out the Friday Five, I'll leave a playlist to that in the box below. You should definitely join us if you are a music fan. And that's it for another tag, everybody. I'm looking forward to catching you in the next one, and actions speak louder than words.